The legendary Canadian prog rock band last performed together for a farewell tour in 2015, playing 35 headline shows across North America, having formed over 4 decades prior. Drummer Neil Peart died from brain cancer in early 2020, aged 67. Anika Nilles' name was initially revealed by Geddy Lee, the frontman for Rush. He stated, "I heard this drummer the other day, and I believe her name is Anika. In my opinion, she was fantastic when she was a part of the most recent Jeff Beck tour." After that, Lee went on to clarify that he and guitarist Alex Lifeson didn't quite know what their objectives were when they invited Nilles to jam with them. In fact, they compared it to a preliminary experiment. There is a possibility that their selection of Anika Nilles, a relatively unknown drummer, to fill the void left by the late Neil Peart was even more surprising. The information of how Nilles became Rush's new drummer was disclosed by Lee during a press event that took place on Sunday evening, October 5th, at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. "My bass tech, Scully, was working with Jeff Beck and he was on tour," began Lee. Sadly, before Jeff passed away, he was on tour with him for a few years, and on the last tour, he was playing with this drummer named Anika Nilles, an incredible drummer, and he would come home. He would rave about her, what a brilliant player she was, and great person, blah blah blah. He continued, "So I kind of looked her up, and she's all over YouTube. She's fairly well known in her own world of music. And then we started talking about playing again, so I said check her out. Maybe that's an interesting way to go. And so one thing led to another, and when we made the decision, we wanted to see if it would work. It doesn't matter who the drummer is, they all have their own idea of what it's like to play a Rush song, and it's possible that their vision doesn't align with the way that we play Rush," stated Lee. At that time, Lee were not entirely certain that Rush were going to go on tour, so Lee and Alex brought Anika to Canada in a very covert manner. Not only did they do this, but they also made sure that it was not an audition. Every single thing was a test. For this reason, whoever we were going to pick was going to be challenging, and there was going to be something akin to a translation.